Here's the most creamiest mac and cheese recipe that you'll want to try this Thanksgiving. The first thing you need to do is add a pot of boiling milk. Yes, milk for our pasta. And I am just adding enough milk that'll cover 3 pounds of elbow macaroni. With the milk, since you are boiling it, you have to make sure it's low and steady. You also want to make sure you keep mixing. You're going to add some butter to this. Mix it around. You also want to make sure you don't stop mixing because then it'll get stuck and clumpy. You don't want that. Also, if your pasta keeps soaking up the milk, go ahead and add a little bit of water to that and then add some salt for taste. And we're gonna add more butter. I'm adding a whole stick of butter and slicing it into the macaroni. The cool part about boiling your macaroni into the milk is that you don't have to drain out that starchy water that the macaroni holds. So yes, it makes your mac and cheese extra creamy. So we're using 4 different types of cheeses. You can screenshot here. All the cheeses might look the same, but they don't taste the same. They all bring different flavors in the mac and cheese. All right, so you'll need 2 cans of evaporated milk, sour cream, and you'll need heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna start shredding all of these cheeses. Yes, it was a lot of hard work, so I sped this up, but these are the 4 different types of cheeses. I'm using unsalted butter, and then I'm also using 2 tablespoons of flour. You can use any other type of flour you have. This is the only one I had. Then I'm gonna add my 2 cans of evaporated milk. You're doing all of this on medium heat. Then you're gonna go ahead and follow up with the heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add all of it into this pot. This is gonna be our cheese sauce for the mac and cheese. I'm also adding in 1 big scoop of sour cream. Whisk it all up and then add your seasonings. You don't have to be specific with the seasonings, just use whatever you have in your pantry. I did add some chicken flavored bouillon as well, and then just whisk all this up. Then we're gonna follow up with our cheese. I'm gonna add a handful of each cheese. And you also wanna save some cheese for later when we start plating our mac and cheese. Then you're gonna whisk all this up until you get a consistency like this. Your macaroni only takes about 12 minutes to cook, and you just place it into your baking pan. No, I did not drain the milk, it just absorbed into the macaroni. Then you just follow up with the cheese sauce we made over the stovetop. Make sure you are preheating your oven already at 350. You're going to bake for 15 minutes and then broil for 5 minutes. Once you have mixed in all the cheese sauce, you're going to go ahead and add some Parmesan to the top of the macaroni. With the leftover cheese, you're gonna go ahead and add it to the top of the macaroni. I'm gonna make sure I cover every corner with more cheese. All right, y'all, so now you just bake this and you will have the best, creamiest mac and cheese. Follow your girl for